Hello Tarot family, and welcome to the full moon in Pisces. It's been a bit of an emotional week for one reason or another. Nothing particular for me. I just keep feeling these emotional, intensities. Like I'll be driving, I'll be like, that reminds me of this one moment that was so meaningful, or that's so true. It's the answer to everything I've been thinking. And it's just been a lot of that, and that can be very overwhelming. And but I think it's because we're all coming to like the culmination of really letting go of this last chapter of our lives that we've been living. We've really been in this hermit mode and kind of walking away from things that aren't serving us, and we've taken the time to really think things over and decide what we want out of life. And we've taken the steps to really walk away from the things that we feel don't serve us. But when we're in these energies of walking away and letting go and going deep within, it can be really heavy. And with this full moon, I think the energy is really inviting us to be more playful and really enjoy the life that we've been given. And I know a lot has been going on in the last few months, and it's really been bringing this collective awareness to, reality. And I was gifted this New York Times article or magazine by an old teacher, and there were a few things in here that when I was meditating on these cards I drew a couple of days ago really came to or hit me when I was reading this magazine. The one thing, reality is easy to miss, maybe because we're looking at it all the time. I feel like everything that's been happening has really forced us to zoom in on reality and analyze and discuss, and all of which has been very, very good and brought a lot of awareness to issues that need a lot of awareness. But when we're constantly consuming television, media, etc., it can be draining as well. And in alliance with this heaviness of going within and holding ourselves accountable and walking away from these things that are no longer serving us, and admitting that there are things in our lives that are no longer serving us, that's heavy energy. And when I folded those cards at the beginning of this reading, I was like, oh no, not again. I thought we were getting over this. And I'll leave the other quote for the end. But after that, things got a lot better, thankfully. And the next card that came out was this infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed, and spiritual support and connections are increasing. And right after that, the Nine of Cups, and which says happiness, and this Dharma unfolding. Remember that you're on a path one step at a time to happiness. And when we're on a new path at the beginning, it can feel very overwhelming, and we don't know which way is up. We've just jumped off a cliff into this new reality, or been pushed off a cliff into this new reality, and we're really trying to get our grounding, so it can almost feel very heavy. But life is reminding you that this is a one step at a time path, a one day at a time path. And when we find joy in the everyday, it's that's really what we're here for, is to live, and when we become more aware of things and our consciousness expands, and we start to see these connections that are maybe raise some questionable emotions, or emotions that we question, or emotions that upset us or inspire us, or the variety of emotions that can come up, we try to logic our way around them. Why are we feeling this way? Why? What has caused this feeling? Instead of just realizing that, you know, feelings are fleeting and that they come and go, and that you can decide how to engage with these feelings when they cross by versus, you know, or not. You know, you can choose to engage or not depending on the feeling, and you don't have to get, it's not necessarily about the why, but it's about being present. And, you know, I drew this dog card, be your own best friend, it says. And when we're, you know, living with all of these burdens, or, you know, with this heaviness around us, it's hard to feel light and joyful and, you know, like we want to dance in the ocean. It's hard to feel that way. But, you know, we're entitled to feel all of the things at the same time or at once if we want to. And the dog energy is just like a playful, you know, your dog doesn't have any worries. He's excited that you're here. He's excited to be here now with you. Doesn't care, you know, about the past or the future. Just being here now, being present, having fun, you know, rolling around in the grass, like really tapping into having fun and joyful. And alongside that came airplane, which is funny because you can hear airplane going overhead right now. But the airplane is spread your wings and fly. You know, we're flying into this new chapter, and, you know, we're starting to build from newness, you know, and we're taking a step into this unknown. And I think instead of figuring it out, we just need to take one step at a time, enjoy the moments of each day, and if there's goals we're trying to work toward, what can we do in one day that's going to make us feel closer to that goal? You know, things can make us feel like we're on a timeline, but really we're on our own timeline, and we get to choose. And with the airplane and the dog, it's like, go have fun, and appreciate the, you know, the love that's around you. The Three of Cups and this lavender, surround yourself with love, are both, you know, groups of females hanging out joyfully together, celebrating their life that they do have, and celebrating the things that bring them joy, and sharing these things with each other. And with this full moon energy, I think we're taking a collective sigh and deciding how we want to move forward with action. What aligned action is going to take us where we want to go? I've been hearing a lot of talk about moving away from hustle and into alignment, and taking actions in alignment with your goals versus being on the hustle, you know, trying to get the bag, trying to get that bread. As a server, bartender, I know all about the fucking hustle. And but it's all about, you know, energy exchanged, and if we can exchange energy in a more aligned way, then the results we're going to get are going to be more aligned. Rather than chasing the results, we are like being present in the path. And we're on this new voyage, and we're reminded that we already have all the answers that we seek within us. You know, we've spent a lot of time in the last several months in this hermit mode of self-exploration, self-discovery, thinking of the past, analyzing the past, collecting our wisdom that we're going to take into this new phase with us, And now we're here, but we're feeling maybe scared because we don't know where anything is, or we don't know which way is up and which way is down, because we're just all got dropped off in a new freaking reality. But we spent all this time working, like we spent all this time centering, we spent all this time, like we've known who we are, we've done the work, and we're reminded right now that we have all of the answers that we need within us. And if we're feeling like we can't access those, maybe instead of going to this quiet hermit place, we're being encouraged to really let go of the need to know why, and to really just step into this fun energy of, kicking back with our friends, Zoom, in, however you want to do it, and really tapping into this, and focusing on this love and abundance that is around us, because it's there. And it seems like, and then the other cards I drew, the Prince of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, with these, it's three people, and 333 is angelic support in the most, direct way. You have these, all these pentacles, first of all, this stability, this family, this structure is there for you. But these are also the people, they can be this person, they can be all of these, they can be these grounded pentacle charging ahead on their horse toward their goals, and then they can also be soft, quiet Friday night at home with the girls, talking over coffee, watching a movie, or they can be this vacation vibe, partying in the ocean, cheers and cups, celebrating what they bring to each other's life, etc. And last but not least, I had the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. So we're really coming into a new beginning here, and the Magician comes right after the Fool, which is the Leap of Faith card. So we've landed and we're in this new place. We're we've washed ashore from our abandoned, from our jump into the deep waters of the ocean, and we find that we have all these elements at our disposal. We have all the supplies. We just have to build, but we get to choose how we want to build, what we want to build, and how we want to go forward. And the Ace of Pentacles here is a new stable financial beginning. We're really moving into this financially stable energy, generally stable energy, and we're surrounded with people who are also in that energy. So I'm going to end with this quote because I felt like it really just summed up everything that I was trying to say. And it was, Memento Mori, remember that you must die, is a worthy and necessary message for ordinary times when you might forget that. However, Memento Vivere, remember that you must live, is the message that we all need to focus on right now. And, throughout these tough times, we need to be really focusing on the joy and the love and abundance that is in our lives, and focusing on what we're grateful for and these things that we're moving forward into. Alright, well, that's all for this full moon in Pisces. I hope you all get out there and have some fun. Get your feet wet, dance in the ocean. Come here. Play with your dog. Play with your pretty dog. And take this playful, pretty girl energy with you. And we'll see you for the next new moon. You can follow me on Instagram below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.